attitudes and mindsets that tell us who we are and how we will live. We are enslaved in all sorts. We'll do that. There we go. We are enslaved in all sorts of ways. I'm sure we can name some of those things. We've got racism. We've got sexism. We've got xenophobia. We've got homophobia. We've got religious oppression. We've got anything that tells us who we are and who we should be. We've got those limits that people place on our capacity. You'd never be able to do something like that. We've got the limits that are placed on who we are as our sense of self. You're just not that sort of person. It's just not you. We've got limits on our sense of belonging and worthiness. I love you only when you do what I want you to do. When you show sides of yourself that I find attractive or pleasing. Or God only loves you if you believe this or worship that or do or don't do this. We've got those external forces that enslave us. But then we've got the things, the walls that we build around ourselves, often subconsciously, that hem us in. I've got some bricks over there, but I dare not go over. We've got the things that we build around ourselves that help us to feel safe. We've got things that protect us against fear and ego and ignorance. I'd just like to tell you a quick story of one time when I went to a service and I was listening to the service, and I had been a Christian for many years, and then there was this thing that some churches do called an altar call, and everyone was called to come to the front to be prayed over and to receive the blessing and the anointing and the freedom of God. And I sat there thinking, well, I don't need that because I'm already a Christian. I'm already in. It's all good. And the next moment I found myself walking down that aisle to the front. I've still no idea what happened and how I got there. I just know I got to the front and I was prayed over and I cried and I sobbed. And there was something in that moment that happened for me that was a moment of liberation. There are some times when God works that redeeming power of freedom in our lives in just a moment, just like that. If you just want to see if you can drop those chains just for a moment, there we go. Sometimes they just come off. They're just more or less immediately. Honestly, goodness. And, and sometimes it's the work of a lifetime, and we have to dismantle the bricks, brick by brick, day by day. We have to live in, as our gospel reading calls us to do, continue in the word. We have to live in Jesus, that we can know the truth, not just with our head, but with our lives and our hearts. And bit by bit, brick by brick, we can be set free from all that hinders us. It's not always a pleasant experience. It can feel disorientating and uncomfortable, even painful, to allow the things that have formed and shaped our very being to be torn away, picked away. It can leave us feeling vulnerable and exposed. There are so many stories of people who have been in captivity, and when they have been liberated, it takes a while for them to get used to being free. It takes a moment, more than a moment, many moments of adjustment. But the pain and the suffering of being enslaved is a world away from the pain and the suffering of that process of being set free. Well done.